It was a peaceful morning in Hiroshima, Japan. Children were walking to school, people were living their normal lives, but within moments, everything would change forever. High above the city, an American bomber plane was flying silently through the clouds. The people below had no idea that history was about to change forever. At exactly 8:15 a.m., the atomic bomb was released from the aircraft. As it fell toward Hiroshima, nobody knew the horror that was coming. In a single blinding flash, the city disappeared beneath a massive explosion. A wave of heat and destruction spread across Hiroshima, and thousands of lives were lost in seconds. The streets were covered in smoke and ashes, buildings had turned into ruins, families were separated, and an entire city was left in silence. By the 1940s, the world had fallen into a devastating war. Countries across Europe and Asia were fighting for power. Japan wanted to expand its empire across Asia. Its military quickly captured many territories. Then came the attack on Pearl Harbor, a surprise strike that shocked the United States. After Pearl Harbor, America officially entered World War II, and the conflict became even more deadly. Meanwhile, American scientists were secretly working on a weapon unlike anything the world had ever seen, the atomic bomb. On the morning of August 6, 1945, an American B-29 bomber called Enola Gay approached Hiroshima. The city below remained completely unaware. At exactly 8:15 a.m., the atomic bomb known as Little Boy was released from the aircraft and began falling toward the city. Seconds later, a blinding flash lit up the sky. The explosion was more powerful than anything humanity had ever witnessed. Within seconds, thousands of buildings were destroyed. Fire and smoke covered the entire city. Families were separated. Entire neighborhoods disappeared. And Hiroshima became a symbol of unimaginable destruction. After the explosion, Hiroshima was covered in darkness, smoke, and fire. The city had almost completely vanished. The heat from the blast was incredibly powerful, and invisible radiation spread across the city, causing suffering for years to come. Families searched desperately for their loved ones. Many never found them. The pain and loss were beyond imagination, even years later. Many survivors continued to suffer from radiation sickness. The effects of the bomb never truly disappeared, but the tragedy was not over yet. Just 3 days later, another city would face the same horror. Just 3 days after Hiroshima, another American bomber headed toward Japan. This time, the target was Nagasaki. On August 9, 1945, the second atomic bomb exploded over Nagasaki. Once again, an entire city was consumed by destruction. Japan was devastated. 2 cities had been destroyed within days, and millions of lives were forever changed. On August 15, 1945, Japan officially announced its surrender, and World War II finally came to an end. The atomic bomb changed history forever, and the world learned the terrifying power of nuclear weapons, a tragedy humanity must never forget. After Hiroshima and Nagasaki, the entire world was shocked by the destructive power of the nuclear weapons. Humanity had entered a new and dangerous era. Soon, powerful nations began building even stronger nuclear weapons. A dangerous competition known as the nuclear arms race had begun. But despite the destruction, Hiroshima slowly rebuilt itself, becoming a symbol of peace and resilience. The tragedy of Hiroshima reminds the world that war can destroy millions of innocent lives, and peace must always come first. History should never be forgotten, so that humanity never repeats the same mistake again.